Okay, thank you very much, everyone, for participating in this presentation. And my name is Fatima. I'm a business development from Mitacs, and I am dedicated to the University of Regina. I have been enrolled for 3 years and a half now, and since then, we had a great 3 years with university researchers, and we have developed many applications. And I can say at least $4 million per year and even more. So I have given so many presentations to departments, to students, faculty, in-person meetings, and I am glad that I could introduce my tax to many of the researchers and students. So if you don't mind, I don't want to spend that much time on very specific slides that talk about my tax. You can read it by yourself. I will share even my presentation slides through Office of Research to you. But in very general and high-level information, I can say that my tax is a not-for-profit organization, and we are funded by federal and provincial government. So those money that we receive from government, we use to build innovative partnership between universities and industries. So for this reason, my tax has assigned many representatives for each university, and we are working closely with the researchers at that university to develop this kind of partnership for the profs and their students. So this is a win-win program, because industries out of academia, they have to do R&D. They need expert teams from university to work on their challenges. And supervisors and students can do the research to publish their publication, and a student can get the experience and for their future career. And sometimes I have students that have been employed by that industries that they have been working with them through these MyTax programs. So this is a win-win programs that MyTax is offering. And other than that, this is a program that can make different change, big change to all Canadian life, because by offering the best solution to the challenges that they are facing, the industries, so they can improve the Canadian life and economic. So this is very high level from my tax, who we are and what we are doing. But the main platform or template of my tax that we can develop a project is, if you consider a triangle has 3 heads. So all 3 heads should exist until that we can develop a project application. So those 3 heads are, one head is the partner, eligible partner to work with my tax, industry, for-profit, not-for-profit. And the second head is the interns, master's, PhD, bachelor's, postdoc. And the third head is the prof that has the supervision role in this project that we are developing. So these 3 heads, as long as exist, we can move forward and develop the application. So this is very high level information about my tax. And now let's go to the next slide, is about the programs that MyTax is offering. So the 2 major programs at MyTax is Accelerate and BSI. Elevate is the same as Accelerate, R&D based, research and development, but Elevate will be ended by March 31st, and it will go emerge in under Accelerate. So Elevate and Accelerate will be one under the name of Accelerate, which is R&D based. And BSI, we call it Business Strategy Internship, is innovation based. So it's not research based. It is about something that organization, a company wanna develop or to present a new product, a new process, but is not research based. It is already existed, but they want to add features to present a better product, to present a better process to the existed product or existed process. So this is going to be under BSI, Business Strategy Internship Program. So in the major program for Mitacs would be one, research and development based, R&D based, which is Accelerate, and second is innovation based, which is BSI. So for both these programs, we need a partner, industry or organization from out of university, which are interested to do this project, because this project is going to solve one of his challenges. And if this happens, then they should provide half of the salaries of the interns, that team, and Mitacs will cover half of that, and another half of that. So we are going to match their cash in the rate of 1:1 at least, and sometimes 1:3. So this is the way that Mitacs collaborate with these partners under these two major programs, Accelerate and BSI. Also, we are offering another two streams. We call it Global Link Research Award, GRA, and Global Link Research Internship, GRI. These two programs are exchange interns between university and international universities. And for these two programs, we don't need any partners from out of university. So it's between supervisor and a student from the host university and from international university. It can be vice versa. A student from University of Regina can go to another university, or another student from another in country or university can come to Regina and spend between 3 to 6 months to work on a project in the host university under supervision of two supervisors from two universities. So these are the global mobile program that interns can use it for 3 or 6 months. And Mitacs cover for the GRI, Mitacs will cover the whole cost of the internship, but for GRA is an award of $6,000 in total. So it can be 3 months, it can be 4 months, depending on the intern that is interested, how much he can afford to stay there or from there, for example, in Regina. But it's not that Mitacs is covering all the expense for GRA. It's just the award of $6,000 for this 3 to 6 months. So let's go back to the major two major programs, which are R&D based and innovation based, Accelerate and BSI. So who are our industry? Who are our eligible partner from out of Regina, for example? Because I'm working with University of Regina, I'm dedicated to University of Regina. From now on, my focus will be on Regina. Who is our eligible partner? All for-profit industries are eligible. And not-for-profits, if they are not 100% funded by government, they are eligible for us. We have a team in Mitacs. If a prof says that I have a not-for-profit organization, can I work with them? Then I say, okay, give me information. I will send it to my vetting team, and they will vet that organization that if they are fully funded by government or not. If 100% government, they are not eligible for us because we are government, they are government. We cannot leverage government money. But if they are 50-50 or something, then my vetting team will find it out, and they will tell me that yes, they are eligible, and move forward with the development of the application. So not-for-profits, some of them are eligible, hospital is eligible, and municipalities, they are eligible to work with Mitacs. From the intern side, all postdocs, PhD students, masters, undergrad students, and recent grads within 2 years of their graduation. If graduated from bachelor, within 2 years of their graduation, they are eligible. If masters, within 2 years of their graduation. If PhD graduated, within 2 years of their graduation, they are eligible to work with Mitacs. And profs are eligible from universities, from polytechnic, from all secondary institutions in Canada, they are eligible. So we can have multiple of any of these three. Multiple partner, multiple students, multiple profs. I have application that, for example, 20 students are working on it. So industries, sometimes one, sometimes two, and profs, sometimes three, sometimes four, sometimes one. So we don't have any limitation for this kind of arrangement. So it is very flexible, and we can build based on the requirement that the partner is offering. Sometimes the partner says, I want to finish this project in 1 year. So one student cannot finish it. So we bring a team of students to work on that project. So this is the flexibility that we have in our programs. So the student will work between the industry and academia under supervision of the prof from university and a direct contact from the industry. So this interaction can be 50-50 or 25-75. It can be in person, it can be virtual, but it cannot be zero. It should be at least 25% from partner or in academia. Depends on the arrangement and set of the experimental lab or any facility that for that project is needed. In the proposal, they say intern is going to spend 75% of the time in the university because we have set up, we have the setup for this experiment and that lab and blah, blah, blah. But for the partners, it should be at least 25% in this case. 25% can be in person, visiting the site, or it can be virtually progress report or meetings bi-weekly, monthly, to report the progress. It cannot be zero. We cannot wait till end of the internship and then partner says that we are not happy with the deliverables. So it should be frequently to make sure that everybody is satisfied with the result and they suggest or give their insight about the progress and what would be the next step to, for example, to get closer to the final results. So this interaction is very necessary in Mitacs, both BSI and Accelerate program. For BSI, which is innovation-based, the role of the supervisor is not that as bold as in the Accelerate, because Accelerate is research, completely research-based, the same as your master's or PhD thesis. So, but in BSI, mostly, in most of my application, the intern is working closely. I can say even more than 75% with the partner. And the supervisor mostly is holding the grant to pay the student and making sure that everything is moving smoothly and the partner is showing their satisfaction from this partnership. So as I said, this is a win-win program, and profs, student can build partnership and increase the research capacity. They can contribute to practical solution, improving technology and society, support students This is a very great support for students and postdoctorals. And they don't have to, profs, they don't have to use their existing budgets. They can have extra budget from Mitacs because Mitacs is covering at least half. The partners are bringing another half. So even if the prof, they have the funds existed in their budget, still they can save or they can have more funds from these programs. And publication is always there, especially for the Accelerate and Elevate, which is going to be under Accelerate from April 1st. And also students will have a great experience with the partners out of academia, not just a study in the university. So they are experiencing team working, time management, and working on the real industry problems, not just in the lab. So it's very, very great opportunity for all students from any status to experience this program. And I have students, as I said, that they have been employed, hired by that companies in Regina and out of province even. So how is the funding model for this Accelerate and BSI? So we build a block of internship. Each of these blocks of one internship, which will be assigned to one intern. It can be 4 months or 6 months, and it has $15,000 in it. Half, 7,500%, 7,500 from the partner plus tax, and 7,500 from my tax. So with this two half, we build internship block between 4 to 6 months for one intern, and he will get paid maximum $15,000 during that 4 months or 6 months. From this $15,000, $10,000 should be minimum stipend. The other $5,000, we call it flex fund or research expense. So the prof has the authority to use these 5,000 completely or partially to develop his lab, to buy any laptop, to pay for the conference, publications, or anything that he is willing to. But if $1 remains from this 5,000, it should be added to the stipend to the student. So consider if a prof comes to develop an application project with 10 units of internship, so he will have 10 multiplied by 5,000, 50,000 for the research expense. It's a good amount of money to develop a lab, to buy many laptops for your students or pay for your conferences, publications. So at the same time, you are paying your students with that 10,000 for 4 months or 6 months. Sometimes prof says, I don't need 5,000 completely from one internship. I just need 3,000. So we put 12,000 for the stipend and 3,000 as a flex fund. So he can say 1 unit 12, I want to pay this PhD student 15,000 completely for my bachelor student, I want to pay 10,000. So this kind of manipulating is very flexible when we are providing the budget sheet. So I will ask directly in person, I will go to the prof and say, okay, I'm providing your budget sheet. So tell me how much you are paying your PhD student, your postdoc, your bachelor's or your master's that they are listed in this project. So obviously a PhD student or postdoc is a better payment, right? So 15,000 they say for my PhD or my postdoc. And for bachelor's, they say, for example, 12,000 or 10,000. So this kind of manipulating I will do in front of the prof and make sure that whatever they are willing to do, I will apply in the budget sheet. So if we have indigenous students, the funding model will change. So out of $15,000, 11,250 comes from my tax, 3,750 from the partner. So we are matching 1 to 3 for the indigenous partner students. So either indigenous students or the company's indigenous owned company. So if these two cases happen, the funding model will change from 1 to 1 to 1 to 3. So as I said, we can build multiple units of internship in one application. I have one application with 10 units. I have one application with 454 units. I have one application with 80 units. So it depends on how big is the deliverables, list of the deliverables from the company, and how soon they wanna be delivered. In that case, we can bring many people and assign one internship to each of them. All the interns are flexible to start their start date. They can start at the same time, or based on the deliverables, we can arrange the model that, for example, Ryan start from this month, Allison will start after 4 months. So it depends on the project. We can manipulate this kind of arrangement for the start date of the each internship. So there is no upper limit for the project internships, as many as that the project needs, but we should remember, I should remind you that for each internship, partners should contribute half of that $15,000. So if they want to build 10, so 10 multiplied by 7,500. So that partner should confirm that they are going to contribute that much money. At the first, I will ask the partner how much you are putting for this project. So based on that value that they give me in the beginning, I will build the best budget sheet for them with the duration and how many students you want, for example, to hire for this project. So master students can do maximum 6 units. And PhD student can do maximum 12 units of internship. It means that they are fully funded during their master's or PhD. And postdoc, they can do 9 units. Recent grads and undergrad student, they can do maximum 3 units. And polytechnic students from the polytechnics and colleges, they can do 3 units maximum. But consider if a student has done 3 undergraduate and he has done 3 units during their undergrad, if he or she moves to the master's program, again, she can or he can do another 9 units. To the PhD, another 12 units. For postdoc, another 9 units. So if not graduated, when the status change from the graduated, bachelor's or master's or PhD to new grad, within 2 years of their graduation, still they are eligible to do another 3 units. So this is very flexible and very great program that everybody can participate until they get all the experience they need after their study and make sure they have built their CVs and resume to go for the future career. So the process is like this, that we identify the partner organization, for-profit, not-for-profit, municipalities, hospitals. Then I will come to profs based on the discipline. It can be computer science, petroleum, environmental engineering, or whatever it is. I will go to the right people from the right department. So I will talk about the scope of the project, the high level description that I have received from the partner. So I will share, and if they have the team of students, and we will bring them to the meeting with the partner to talk about the partner's project description and everything. So they will listen to each other. So if they are to explore each other. So if everything is good, we move forward from there toward the application. So to develop the application, I will share the link. It is on the Mitacs website, but still I will share the link to that right program, either Accelerate, it has been Elevate or BSI, and also I will share the proposal template, and they will start writing the proposal. And then after back and forth, review by myself and sharing the part with the partner. So everybody is satisfied with the proposal. Then we go to the signatures and then the university signature. Then I will apply it online. So the review time, it will take between 8 to 10 weeks for the scientific review. So after that, one email will come to all applicants that your application has been successfully has passed the scientific review. So from that time, anytime the project can be started. So ahead of time, Mitacs, at my submission to Mitacs will send the invoice to the partner to make sure that the partner will pay the invoice on time, and they will complete the process at Mitacs and at Regina to make sure that a student can be paid on time. Sometimes the partner has delay, but we will tell the students that you will get the payment retroactively. So nothing will be missed from your payment. Everything is there in your account, but just the process is getting some delay because of, for example, partner hasn't paid on time and they just paid last week, and we need to authorize the award letter to get all the signature in Mitacs and then send it to university, finance, they do all the process. But from the time that you started working on this project, you will get the payment retroactively. So if you have been assigned to 1 unit of internship, 15,000, all that money is for you and under your account, and for the research expense too, if there is any research expense. So nothing will be missed and you will get the payment completely. So when the outcome letter approval comes from Mitacs, the project can start anytime within 12 months. Sometimes a student's visa has not processed yet, so they have delay here to start the project. So Mitacs is flexible. They just say, for example, our students has challenge with the visa process and this stuff, so I will announce Mitacs, they will put hold on it. So this kind of stuff is very flexible, and we can save and secure the project that has been approved. The success rate of the project and application that we submit is over 97 or 99%. So this is very high level, the rate of success. And also profs come and they have the partner, they want to develop the project, but still they don't have any student available to start the work. So they can put TBD, to be determined later. TBD1, TBD2, TBD3, so they can put as many as they want in the application. And when we submit the application to Mitacs, they have enough time to look for the students for any status, bachelor's, master's, PhD, postdoc. So we can have, as I said, multiple partners in one application. Some of them, they contribute cash. Some of them just in-kind contribution. But Mitacs only leverage the cash value, so not in-kind. But they can exist. I have a project that one of them are not-for-profit, one of them is for-profit. So the for-profit is contributing the cash, not-for-profit is just presenting or giving them the site and the equipment that the project needs to be completed. And recent grad can do both, Accelerate BSI, If a student owned a company, his own company, we have Entrepreneur Accelerate that the partner and a student will be one, and then academic supervisor. It means, for example, a student has a company under his name and he want to do his master's or PhD or want to do the internship through Mitacs programs. So we go through the Entrepreneur Accelerate. So he will pay half of that 15,000 from his own company, and he will do the internship in his company under supervision of a supervisor. So this is a very great program also for the students that has a company under his own name, and they want to develop or do R&D or innovation in their own company. My tax also have joint application with NSERC and SHREC. So I have developed and I am developing many applications with NSERC also, NSERC My Tax joint application. So this is very great program for profs that they have grant or fund from these two NSERC and SHREC. So for NSERC, for example, if my tax, the industry is contributing 30,000, just a number, then my tax will give another 30,000. NSERC is giving twice amount of the partners, 60,000. Then in total, they will have 120K for that project. So every dollar from the partner is converting to $4 through my tax and NSERC joint application. SHREC is the same. So we have a streamlined application process. So profs that are going to apply for the SHREC, they can apply at the same time for the MyTax application to develop the MyTax application if industry cash is available. And also if they have the SHREC fund already, still, if the money is available, they can apply for MyTax to leverage the cash that they have. So it can be at the same time that they are applying, or if they applied for SHREC already and they have it, they can leverage it with MyTax again. We have these two options. So let's talk about the Global Link programs, Research Award and Research Internship. The Global Link Research Award is available all the year round. So it's a two-way mobility of interns. So university collaboration, there is no need for the partner or industry from out of university. My tax will give $6,000 travel grant to the student. It can be used for the ticket, for the accommodation. It's just the award of $6,000. We know sometimes it's not enough, but this is only the award. So sometimes it is enough, sometimes it's not enough. But interns is flexible, or they can manage their time. It can be 3 months instead of 6 months, and they can continue if there is a still remaining work. They can come back home and continue from their hometown. So it's not home country. It's not necessarily they should stay 6 months or 4 months or 5 months if the award is not enough. They can do the minimum time, spend the minimum time there. So for this research award application, I shared the link and the templates, and it can be completed in maximum 10 days. It's a very straightforward application. For Global Link Research Internship, this is completely out of my control. There is a team in MyTax. At a certain time of the year, MyTax run this program and applications. But I help profs to do not miss the deadlines and I communicate through Mitacs with them that, for example, started, do this, do that, and then after approval, I will help them, for example, through University International Office about the accommodation for the students that are coming for the summer internship, and like this. So Global Link Research Internship is summer internship. So for example, from April to June, we call it faculty call. It means that I approach faculty through email that this is faculty call. You have this many weeks, for example, to upload your project on this link for Global Link Research Internship. And then after this April and June, so from August to September, it's a student call. It means a student from all over the world will apply to your projects. And after that, November to February, matching is a matching time. Mitacs will review all the applicants' CVs and, you know, all the applications from the students to make sure that they are choosing the best expert students for your project. This program is very competitive. And when you get the student, you are getting the best of the, among the student that they have applied to your project. So it's a very screening matchmaking to your project through Mitacs, and Mitacs will make sure that they are bringing the most talented student to your project. And this is the program that Mitacs want to encourage those students, that high talented students, to come back for their master's or PhD to University of Regina. So the full cost will be covered by Mitacs during that 12-week summer internship in Regina. And University International Office will provide all the help regarding the accommodation and good time that, entertainment, visits, and anything that makes sure that those students are experiencing the best time at University of Regina and in Regina and around. So this is very, very well organized program. And as I said, the goal is that to encourage a student to come back for their master's or PhD to continue with you. So thank you very much for listening. These are the list of our partners, Mitacs partners. And University of Regina is the full partner of Mitacs. And if you have any questions, we have Q&A now after this presentation here, or you know my office is in FGSR, Office of Research. You have my email here, my phone number. Anytime you have any question, I will be happy to answer right away. Thank you very much, and I'm ready for Q&A. Any question? Please make sure you are not mute when you are asking any questions. So I check the text and chat. Thank you very much for the great. My pleasure, Madusha.
Hi, Fatima.
Yes, Sora?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I have one question regarding BSI program. So what's the requirement to consider as an eligible partner? Like, is there any turnover for the partner, or say minimum employees, or it's just the contribution?
No, there is no minimum employee. There was, but is not anymore. But as long as the company is the same requirement that Accelerate has. So the eligibility is the same for the partner for Accelerate and BSI, as long as it has been registered in Canada, and that's all. Is if it is for profit, is always eligible. If it is not for profit, so we have a team, vetting team, that they will make sure that is not government, fully government funded. Other
Okay.
than that, 1 employee, 3 employee, as
And
many as.
sure, thank you. And just last question, what's the timeline for this process of this application BSI from the date
There
of
is
filing?
all the year open. There is no
And
time.
what's the
Yeah.
process time for Mitacs to give their outcome of the application?
Okay. Yeah, it depends. For Accelerate and BSI, for Accelerate, for example, you are talking about BSI, right?
Yes.
BSI, it depends. For example, if your project is a shorter, I mean, 6 months, 1 year, 1.5 years, we call it express. It takes about 4 to 6 weeks to be reviewed. And
Okay.
BSI always be reviewed internally at Mitacs. We don't send them out for scientific review. It's internally reviewed. For Accelerate, we have two streams. Always we should send it out for scientific review. And if Express, between 1 to 3 units, we call it Express Accelerate. It takes only 3 weeks.
Okay.
More than 3 units, it takes between 6 or 10 weeks to be reviewed by scientific review out of Mitacs. But for example, if I have, for example, I have a 454 unit, I had one application. It took, for example, 3 months to be reviewed, because if your project get bigger, more than 20 units, it takes more time, and a difference of maybe 2 weeks or 3 weeks when it get bigger and bigger.
Okay. Thank
Yeah,
you.
my pleasure. So I'm checking the chat. No question there. Okay. I see there is no question. I hope everything was clear. If not, if any question comes to your mind, please do not hesitate to call me. You have my phone number. And I'm going to put my email address and phone number and office in the chat. I would be happy to answer your question. Thank you very much, everyone.